Assalamualaikum class. Today we will discuss about the rest of the items and the categories regarding the word formation process. It is the process through which we can invent new words, we can organize new words, we can form new words, new lexemes, new lexical units, or new expressions of language or linguistic expressions. After discussing the compound process of compounding and nature of the compounding in the process of the word formation, now the second category is blending in the process of the word formation. So we need to elaborate the concept that what is blending. So the combination of two separate forms to produce a single word or new term is articulated or pronounced blending in the process of the word formation. Means where we merge a single word or a new term with the existing one. For instance, gasoline from alcohol, we can produce and articulated a new word as gasohol, like it takes the initial of the gasoline means gas and alcohol the last portion of the word alcohol. So we can reduce or organize or select or form a new word as a gasol. So the second example of the category of blending in the process of the word formation is smoke and fog. Now the blended word is articulated as a smoke. Same case with the smirk and smells. So these sort of the examples are known as the blending and the blended words. Television and broadcast, but we can deduce from the word telecast. Channel and tunnel. With the help of the word channel and the tunnel, we can articulate or pronounce a new lexeme as tunnel. So, a blending normally accomplished by taking only the beginning of one word and joining it, combining it with the end of the other word. Moving on, what is the clipping? What's the nature of the clipping as a category of the word formation process? Keep in mind when we talk about the process, word formation process, and taking the heading of the compounding, and in the process of the compounding or the compounded words, we take totally new and totally two separate words and then join them as a individual word, like whiteboard, blackboard, laptop, bookcase, so on and so forth. And what is blending? In the process of the blending and the formation of the new words by considering the heading and the category and the type of the word formation process as a blending, we just take the initial of the one word and the end part of the second word. So clipping will differ from these two categories. So we need to see and observe that what is clipping. The element of a reduction that is noticeable, that is importantly in blending, is even more apparent in the process described as clipping. How it is? Facsimile is a reduced or a short form of facts. Means where we reduce the extra word or the other portion of a word, we take a short form of that explained word is a known as of the clipping, like gasoline, and we will also pronounce the word gas, and we pronounce the word gas, like cab, like influenza and flu. So, if we take the concept of clipping in the field of education, then we can also define it in another way, that we can also find the element of clipping in educational field or environments that encourages clipping. Due to many words or because so many words get reduced, as in chemical से हम क्या लेते हैं chemic, examination से हम लेते हैं exam, gymnastics से हम लेते हैं gym, laboratory and lab is reduced from the word laboratory, mathematics and maths, polyscience and the prof from the professor. So these are the educational examples or the examples which can be taken from the field of education. These are the clipped form of the words. So moving on, the other category is back formation. What is back formation and why we will discuss over here? Because it is the part of the word formation process, and we keep in mind word formation process is the process which allows us, which determines and which permits us to organize new lexemes, new words, new expressions, new linguistic items. So what is back formation? Back formation is very specialized type of reduction, and it is the process which is known as back formation, in which a word of one type, normally a noun, is reduced to form a word of another type, usually a verb. Means हम एक नाउन से एक वर्ब को जो है यहाँ पे रिड्यूस करते हैं, ये पॉसिबल हो सकता है किसकी वजह से? बैक फॉर्मेशन की वजह से. फॉर इंस्टेंस, द टेलीविजन ओवर हियर इज अ नाउन बट televise is a verb. It is taken from the word television. How it is taken? With the process of the back formation. Donation to donate. Enthusiasm to enthuse. So these are the examples regarding back formation, means how we can give and how we can introduce or how we can change the class category as the derivation. Like television, donation, enthusiasm. These are the three types of the nouns, three words, three nouns, but they can be changed into verb with the help of the back formation process. रूट्स हमारे पास वही होंगी, चीज़ें हमारे पास वही होंगी, लेकिन हम ऐसा है कि हम उन्हीं चीज़ों के अंदर से न्यू कैटेगरीज, न्यू से न्यू लिंग्विस्टिक आइटम्स और न्यू वर्ड्स जो हैं उनको हम एलेबोरेट करते हैं, उनको हम एक्सप्लेन करते हैं और उनको हम यूज़ करना शुरू कर देते हैं. और यही क्या है, हमारे पास मॉर्फोलॉजी है जो कि हमें बताती है कि इट इज़ द स्टडी ऑफ द वर्ड्स इंटरनली. द इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द स्टडी इज़ नोन एज द मॉर्फोलॉजी. सो moving on, there is another category is a conversion. So what is a conversion? Conversion is such a type of the word formation process where and when a noun comes to be used as a verb without any reduction. Keep in mind, in back formation process we have said that back formation is the deletion of the few morphemes like television to televise, enthusiasm to enthuse. But here the difference between conversion and the back formation is that the reduction exists in back formation, but here in conversion we also used a noun as a verb but without any reduction. So how it is? It is a change in the function of a word without any sort of reduction. How it is? A number of nouns, for instance, we bottled the home brew last night. Bottle is a noun, but here we say that we bottled. Okay, the word bottle is used over here as a verb. So a number of nouns such as bottle, batter, chair and vocation have come to be used as a verb through conversion, although they are nouns in English morphology and in English grammar. So the next example is that, have you buttered the toast? Butter is a noun, but we are using over here buttered as a verb. So someone has to chair the meeting, means someone has to head to govern the meeting. So the other category is acronym. Acronyms are new words They are formed from the initial letters of a set of other words. They can be formed such as compact disc, which can be known as CD, VCR, video cassette recorder, and UNESCO and NASA. मीन्स जहाँ पर हम वर्ड्स को उनके पर लेटर और बाय लेटर उनके हर एक इनिशियल लेटर्स की बेस पर जब हम जिन वर्ड्स को रिकॉल करते हैं, प्रोनाउंस करते हैं, तो वो हमारे पास एक्ट बन जाते हैं. लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, द अदर process of word formation is coinage. So it is, what is coinage? It is the invention of totally new words. Totally new words. The most typical sources of the word's invention are invented trade names of commercial products that become general terms usually without capital letters for any version of that product. Means कि इसके अंदर हमने प्रोडक्ट्स के नेम इंट्रोड्यूस करवाने होते हैं, ट्रेड नेम्स होने होते हैं, कमर्शियल प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं उनको हम नेम असाइन करते हैं. मेडिसिन हो गई हैं आपकी, कोई भी आपकी प्रोडक्ट है जिसको आपने मार्केट में एक सेल करना है और आपने इसको एलेबोरेट करते हुए बताना, तो उनके जो नेमिंग प्रोसेस है वो टोटली न्यू टर्म्स के साथ रिलेटेड होता है. उनके साथ कुछ ऐसा नहीं होता कि उनके साथ कुछ हम बैक फॉर्मेशन कर रहे होते हैं, एडिशन कर रहे होते हैं, या हम डिलीशन कर रहे होते हैं, इन्वर्जन कर रहे होते हैं, या कन्वर्जन कर रहे होते हैं. नो, इट इज़ नॉट एट ऑल. कॉइनेज इज़ द टोटली इन्वेंशन ऑफ द न्यू वर्ड्स. बिल्कुल इसके अंदर नए लेक्सीम्स, न्यू लिंग्विस्टिक आइटम जो हैं इनको हम इंट्रोड्यूस करवाएंगे और इनको हम इसके अंदर डिस्कस कर रहे होते हैं. So here are some analogies of the word formation process coinage, like aspirin, nylon, vaseline, and zipper. So if we want to take the recent examples of the process of the word formation process through the coinage, they are Kleenex, Teflon, and Talon, and Xerox.